Raiders are struggling to keep a star player on the team. Player with expiring contract expects to make a lot of money in free agency, defender feeling undervalued. The Raiders may not make much of an effort to keep a player who has been an excellent weapon. If you want to receive all the information from the Raiders, subscribe to the channel. The Las Vegas Raiders defensive line is looking strong heading into the 2024 season. Defensive end Max Crosby was a finalist for the Defensive Player of the Year award last season, and the team gave defensive tackle Christian Wilkins a $110 million contract as a free agent. That's not to mention Malcolm Kuntz, who had 8.0 sacks last season. The 2021 third-round pick had just 2.0 sacks combined in his first 2 seasons before breaking out last year. He has an expiring contract and could make a lot of money in free agency after the season. A price the Raiders may not be able to afford, according to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. Malcolm Kuntz could be one of those sneaky free agents who makes more money than people expect, Fowler wrote in an August 9th column. The Raiders have big plans for him this season, but they know it will be tough to keep him, given the money tied up in Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins up front. Kuntz had 8 sacks for Las Vegas last season. Another big season for Kuntz would likely lead to a lot of interest in the defensive end from around the league. The Raiders place a lot of value on the defensive line, so they could fight to keep Kuntz, but that will come at a high cost. Whether or not the Raiders want to make a big push to keep Kuntz will likely depend on how 2023 first-round pick Tyree Wilson performs. He had just 3.5 sacks as a rookie and had trouble getting off the line of scrimmage quickly. Wilson was injured for much of last year's training camp, so that has hindered his development. He has appeared to be fully healthy all off-season and has been getting plenty of practice reps. There are no excuses for him this season. Wilson hasn't been dominating in practice, so it remains to be seen whether he has developed enough to be an impact player. If the Raiders don't think he will ever live up to his draft status, they may be more aggressive in trying to keep Kuntz. If Wilson makes some real progress this season, then it will be much easier to let Kuntz go. It could be argued that 2023 was Kuntz's breakout season, but he could be even better in 2024. Bleacher Report's Matt Holder looked at 5 edge defenders who have the best chance to break out this season, and Kuntz was among them. Kuntz proved to be a consistent rusher even during the early part of the campaign last fall, racking up 52 total pressures in 344 opportunities according to Pro Football Focus, Holder wrote in an August 4th column. That suggests his sack total could at least carry over from last year to this year, especially considering the Raiders' supporting cast. Playing on the other side of Max Crosby should lead to plenty of one-on-one opportunities, as opposing offensive lines will likely slide protection to Crosby, one of the NFL's best edge rushers in recent seasons. This will be Kuntz's first time starting a season as the undisputed starter, so if he makes the most of the opportunity, he could have a big year heading into his first free agency.